When God opens the door, even death bows. When God opens a door, no man can shut it. But more than that, no demon can block it, no tomb can seal it, no religion can redefine it, and not even death can resist it. Because when God opens the door, even death bows. You think death has the final word? Then explain why the grave couldn't hold Jesus. Explain why, after the crucifixion, the one who was beaten, pierced and buried, walked out without permission from Rome, without approval from religion, and without help from man, because he didn't need it. God opened the door, and death obeyed. That tomb in Jerusalem was sealed, guarded, and marked by men with power. But none of their authority mattered when the real king issued the command. The angel didn't ask for access. He rolled the stone like it was paper. Why? Because heaven had spoken. And when God speaks, even the forces of death must step aside. To the skeptic, if Jesus is just a myth, why does his name cast out demons? Why does his word break addictions? Why does his resurrection reshape broken lives from every tribe, tongue, and nation? You say it's coincidence. I say it's conquest. You say it's history. I say it's eternity. To the pastor preaching comfort without confrontation, your congregation doesn't need another sermon about self-help. They need to know that when God opens a door, death has no voice left. Stop minimizing the power that raised Christ from the dead to fit your denomination. To the imam who recites about prophets in graves, why follow one who stayed buried? Muhammad's tomb is occupied. So is Buddha's. So is every pope, priest, and philosopher. But the tomb of Jesus Christ? Empty. Because when the door of life was opened, death couldn't hold the key. This isn't theology, it's reality. The moment God opened the tomb, he opened the gates of eternal victory. And that same resurrection power is still opening doors today. Doors of deliverance, doors of healing, doors of purpose. Doors religion can't unlock and tradition can't close. You say, but I'm too far gone. Really? Were you 3 days in the grave? Were you wrapped in linen, sealed in stone, and pronounced dead by both government and religion? Jesus was. And yet, he lives, which means there's no excuse left for staying buried in sin. The problem isn't God's silence, it's your resistance. He's opened the door, but you're still sitting in the tomb, chained to doubt and fear, listening to sermons without fire and prayers without faith. The stone is gone. What are you waiting for? When God opens the door, the grave trembles. Satan flees, chains fall, and every voice that told you you're finished has to shut up. Because death is no longer your master, Jesus is. The Lamb who was slain now roars like a lion, and when he opens a door, no power in hell can close it. To the religious elite clinging to tradition, what good is a temple if the tomb is still full? What value is ritual if resurrection is denied? If death is your end, then what you preach is powerless. But if Jesus rose, then your tradition must bow to his truth. When God opens the door, he doesn't negotiate with death. He commands, and death, the last enemy, obeys. So what are you still bowing to? Fear, guilt, religion, culture? The door is open. Life has come. Death is defeated, but only those who walk out will live. If you doubt it, then prove that the tomb isn't empty. Prove that the door is still shut. Prove that death hasn't already bowed to the name above every name. Until then, stop standing in the doorway, step through, and live.